Mrs. Carr?
Yes, come in.
I'm W.P.C. Page.
Through here.
There!
Well, that's not terribly loud, Mr. Carr.
She's been playing the same song non-stop for 2 weeks.
She puts it on when she gets up at 7:15, and it doesn't stop till after the kids come home from school. Turn it off!
It's driving us mad!
It's one of them automatic replay things. It won't stop.
Who is your neighbour, Mrs. Carr?
Mrs. Samuel.
Goes the old bat.
You said she had kids?
Her granddaughters.
We haven't seen the mother around for a while.
Have you tried talking to Mrs. Samuel about this?
She's a bit confused. I don't really know how the kids cope with their mum away.
Right, I'll go and have a word. Hello, what's your name?
Liz.
Can I come in and have a word with your grandmother, please, Liz?
You better come in. Go and get dressed!
I'm Debbie Higgins.
What is it?
I just wanted a word with your grandmother about the music.
Oh, she likes that song. It makes her happy.
Well, your neighbours say it's driving them mad.
Oh, sorry, I've stopped hearing it. I could take the plug off the hi-fi.
Is your grandmother in here?
Yeah, but she's not dressed yet.
Well, we're all girls together. Mrs. Samuel?
I'll just turn this off for a bit, Gran.
All right, dear.
Okay? I'll make sure she only has it on when I'm home. Get dressed!
After breakfast.
Where's your mum?
She's gone away.
Abroad. Just a business trip. She'll be back soon.
She's been gone a long time.
Cran. She gets a bit muddled about time. Mum comes and goes. It seems like she's away a lot, but she's not really.
How old are you?
9.
And you, Debbie?
I'll be 16 pretty soon.
Are you all right, Mrs. Samuel? Is everything okay?
Oh, yes. I have a lovely family.
I really have to get ready for school now.
So when's your mum coming back?
Could be today.
Yeah, well, if you could just change the record occasionally. If you've got any problems, we're here to help, you know.
Thanks.
So, Customs want a joint operation?
Yeah, looks like it. Robert Firth, an officer at City Airport, wants me to take a look at a case he's been handling. Seems he's got 3 couriers in the last 4 months, all from Sun Hill.
What were they carrying?
Heroin, all the same packaging, all from Rotterdam.
What sort of amounts?
200-300 grams apiece. I mean, we're not talking Mr. Big here.
So you're looking at a street value of what, 25, 30,000?
Yeah.
So that means the couriers aren't getting much money either.
Well, that's what interests me. It doesn't look like they were getting paid at all.
So why do it? I know some kids act as mules for an exotic holiday in Jamaica or Thailand, but a weekend in Rotterdam?
Now, we know that the heroin dealers on the street in Sun Hill have been given a hard time recently by their supplier. Joey Day and Max Hendy were both badly beaten up last month, and Joey admitted it was for failing to reach certain sales targets they'd been set.
So they were too scared to give names?
Right, just like the 3 couriers. We know they've been coerced into carrying, but none will say a word, even though they're facing stiff sentences.
So it looks like you and Her Majesty's Customs have got 2 ends of the same chain.
Right, and I'd like to give it a yank and find the middle.
Good. Oh, Sally, watch your back. Customs are red hot, and sometimes they're a law unto themselves.
It just didn't look right, sir. The older girl seemed to know something. She didn't want her kid sister or the grandmother to know.
About where her mother was, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, if the mother is just away on business and has left the girls in the care of the grandmother, it won't be easy for us to prove that the grandmother is unfit to look after them.
But it's the other way round. The girls are looking after the grandmother.
But in your opinion, they weren't in any immediate danger? Not neglected or at risk in any way?
No, sir.
Why don't you drop in later and see the neighbours again? Check that the noise nuisance is under control. They might know exactly how long the mother's been away, or where she is.
Right. Thanks, sir.
Excuse me, D.I. Johnson, Sun Hill. I'm here to see Robert Firth, Collection Investigation Unit.
This way, please.
Detective Inspector Johnson, sir.
Ah, thanks for coming.
Mr. Firth.
There's not much to add to what I told you on the phone.
I've questioned John Coley, the third of the couriers that we picked up yesterday afternoon. But he's just like the others, white-knuckled at the thought of naming names.
What's his story?
Well, we already know the other two couriers had money problems. And when we searched Coley's flat last night, we found evidence of chronic debt. He broke out in a sweat when we suggested he might be in financial difficulties.
What are their backgrounds?
All from Sun Hill. No criminal records, no involvement with drugs.
Unlikely mules, then?
Precisely what makes them so attractive to a drug dealer. No obvious drug fiend is going to walk past us carrying several grand's worth of gear.
No. What made you pick on them?
Nervous as cats. And when they were asked why they'd been to Rotterdam, they didn't seem to know. Not even a cover story.
But you think they're all working for the same outfit?
It looks like they're visiting the same supplier in Holland. The heroin is all neatly bagged up and sealed with the same yellow tape.
Individual bags?
Yeah.
You see, that's what we've been finding on the street in Sun Hill. We're pretty certain it's coming from 2 dealers who were badly beaten up last month.
But who still won't give you a name?
Not yet. But one of them, Joey Day, his problem is he started using the stock himself and can't repay. The strain is beginning to get to him, and I think, given a lever, I could get him to open up.
Good. John Coley's being held on customs offences. He might be a good source of information for you. Would you like to talk to him?
That'd be great, thanks. You knew what you were carrying? Who asked you to do it? Who told you where to go?
I'm not saying.
Why did you do it then? For the money?
Yes.
How much did you expect to get paid? 4,000, 5,000, something like that?
Yes, that's right.
Afraid not, Mr. Coley, nowhere near that. Do you even know the value of what you were carrying? But you have been told what kind of sentence you might face.
I will get bail, won't I? I mean, I won't be going right to prison.
It's up to the magistrate. But unless we get some cooperation, we'll be opposing bail.
It's not very pleasant on remand, Mr. Coley. Your friend expects a great deal of loyalty.
He's not my friend.
Then tell us who he is.
.469 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead, Sarge.
It's 45, that's 45 Winford Street, Polly. It's theft. The informant is a Mrs. Taylor.
On way.
The first courier we picked up admitted it wasn't his first run. And like Coley, tried to pretend he'd been paid. We went through all his accounts. Not a bill has ever been settled.
I wonder what the dealers got on them, apart from their debts.
I thought you might like to come with me to talk to the last one we picked up. Tricia Higgins. She's been held on remand a month now, and her bail is up for review this afternoon.
So she may feel the time has come for a quiet chat.
That's the idea.
Oh, good, that was quick. She's in here. This is what she stole.
Debbie.
You know her already?
We met this morning. Are you all right? What are you doing here? Why aren't you at school? What exactly has happened, Mrs. Taylor?
Well, Debbie cleans for me twice a week. This morning I noticed that her bag was suddenly rather full, so I asked her to show me what was inside it. And there was this little lot.
Debbie, did you take these things?
And what else, I'd like to know. I shall make a thorough check.
You are aware she should be in school. She's only 15.
No, she told me... You never said, Debbie.
You never asked?
No.
Mrs. Taylor, it's unlawful to employ a child during school hours. How long has she worked for you?
Only 3 weeks.
Is that right, Debbie?
Yeah.
And have you ever taken anything else before?
No, never.
Look, I won't press charges. I'm sure there's been a misunderstanding, hasn't there, Debbie? I'll pay you what I owe you. Obviously, you can't come back here anymore.
Come on, you better come with me.
Don't forget your money, dear.
What happens to me now?
Come on. We'll have to see, won't we? Debbie, this is Inspector Monroe.
Hello, Debbie.
You're not here because you've committed any offence, Debbie, and Mrs. Taylor hasn't made any complaint against you.
But we do need to know if your mother is aware that you're missing school. Now, where can we contact her?
She's away at the moment.
And where's that?
I'm not sure. She's working.
Doing what?
She sells knitwear she designs. You know, she makes sweaters and things.
So why were you working for Mrs. Taylor, Debbie? And why did you try and steal the tights and shampoo and stuff?
Well, you know, just fed up with school and having no money.
Is that true? I've just spoken to the education welfare officer at your school, and he says that, until recently, you've been a model student. He also confirmed that the school has on file a letter from your mum saying you've been absent because of a series of dental appointments.
It wasn't my mum. I wrote it. She's done nothing wrong.
I think we ought to get your grandmother down here. That's Mrs. Samuel, isn't it, Polly?
No, no, please.
From what Polly here tells me, your grandmother is not very well. Is that right? Then we ought to get a social worker in. Maybe your mother can't help leaving you alone, but I'd like to make sure you're not trying to handle more than you can really cope with. All right, Debbie?
Not so bad, these places nowadays.
That rather depends on your point of view.
Hello, Tricia. How you doing? This is D.I. Johnson from Sun Hill.
Hi, Tricia.
She wanted to meet you.
Everything's all right, innit?
As far as I know, yeah. Tricia, you know you're looking at a very long sentence.
My solicitor said it could be 4 or 5 years.
You don't use drugs, you weren't getting paid. He must be quite something, this friend of yours who sweet-talked you into it. Who are you trying to protect? Boyfriend, is he?
No.
Then why do time for him? Or maybe you were planning to set up business dealing on your own account. Judges take a rather dim view of that, I believe.
That's right.
On the other hand, if you help us, give us a name, you could be looking at a very different sentence.
I can't give you a name.
Did you borrow money from anyone, Tricia? Someone who needs paying?
I'm not saying anything.
If you cooperate, you might even be granted bail.
You have to understand. I can't.
One of my constables was concerned that Debbie and her younger sister have been left with a grandmother who seems mentally confused. Thank you. She may stand in need of care.
And she's been missing school to go to a cleaning job.
That's right.
She's not abroad. She's in prison on remand.
Debbie, this is Mrs. Kennedy from Social Services.
Hello.
Sit down, Debbie, and tell us all about it.
She's not bad. It's not her fault. She wouldn't do anything bad.
Tell us what happened.
I wanted the shampoo and that for her. She's in court this afternoon, and I wanted to get bail.
Does your grandmother know your mother's in prison?
No. The customs came and searched the flat. That's how I first knew she'd been arrested. But no one saw them come, and Gran didn't really understand what it was all about. Liz was at her friend's.
Customs searched the flat?
She was carrying drugs, but she had to. He said if she didn't, he'd hurt me or Liz. I heard him.
Didn't your mother let anyone know you were left alone?
Yeah, one of your lot came. But Gran can manage to look quite bright some days. Mum wasn't happy about it. But Gran's fine where she is. And it's better that Liz doesn't find out about Mum.
What's your mother's name?
Tricia. Tricia Higgins.
And you say someone threatened her?
Yeah. This guy she borrowed money from. She was going to do her own knitwear, but it all just cost more than she ever thought. And she couldn't pay anything back.
Has your mother told all this to the customs investigators?
She won't. I've begged her, but she says she daren't in case he does something to us. But it's horrible in prison. I wanted to tell them so she can come home. They'll keep her in prison for years else, won't they? I don't care what happens to us. I want her to come home.
Debbie, do you know the name of the man who threatened your mother?
Alan Kent. I hate him. I want Mum to come home.
Alan Kent. Do we know him, sir?
Yeah, as a loan shark with some pretty nasty business habits. So heroin must be a new sideline for him. That's good work, Andrew. Right, you better get on to your man at the airport and tell him you've finished off the daisy chain. See what he wants to do.
Right. I'll also have a word with Joey Day. He's one of the dealers that was beaten up. I wonder if the name Alan Kent will make him wince.
And, young Debbie?
Well, if her mother confirms her story, we'll try and get Kent off the streets this afternoon.
And perhaps Customs will think less seriously about opposing bail.
I'll certainly have a word.
Good.
So you've never had sufficient evidence to do him for dealing?
No, but he's been picked up enough times for possession, though.
Yeah, used to be a right cocky little number till this new face started his reign of terror on the block.
Well, maybe Joey should consider a career move.
Oh, he lives in an endless pipe dream.
Who is it?
D.I. Johnson, Sun Hill.
Come on, Joey, open up.
You got a warrant or what?
Not today. Can we come in?
It's not very good for your health, Joey.
So tell me what is.
Oh, getting involved with Alan Kent hasn't exactly done you much good, has it?
Look, it's very nice of you to come see how I am. Thanks for the grapes and everything, but you can go now.
So how much are you down this week?
Gov.
Trouble with being your best customer is you can't pay your bills, is that right? Bands went in tears, that sort of thing.
How'd you get his name?
Who's that?
Kent.
He the one that beat you up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be dead anyway. So far out of line.
When's your next payday?
What time is it?
That's nearly noon.
I'm supposed to meet him in an hour and a half.
To pick up fresh supplies?
Hey, what you after? A signed confession or what?
Where do you meet?
In the market, down by the caff. No one pays any attention down there to money and goods changing hands.
Does he carry the gear on him?
Well, it ain't spread out on a stall, is it?
Okay, Joey. You can go back to bed now. We'll keep your appointment for you.
Is that it?
No. First, I want a statement that it was Alan Kent who assaulted you.
Oh, man.
Joey, who would you rather settle your debts with? Me or Alan Kent? See you later.
I've discussed it with my senior officer, and we're content to let you make the arrest. We'll have plenty of time later to bring charges of conspiracy to import.
So you like to go for this slow burn?
I'd like to get the Rotterdam end of the operation, too. The more doors Kent hears clanging shut behind him, the more likely he is to try and produce a key.
What about Tricia Higgins?
I've told the prison you want a word with her at the court. Otherwise, I'll leave it up to you. Kids and social workers aren't my scene. But if she'll name names, we won't oppose bail.
We'd also like to see Kent done on the loan sharking.
Operating a consumer credit business without a license.
And we'll need Tricia as our witness on that.
Which will mean that Tricia and the other couriers can say they were acting under duress.
I prosecute. I don't do defense work. As long as I get Kent and his supplier, you can have all the rest.
In you go.
Mum! Baby! Oh, you've got to tell them, Mum. They'll get him and then they'll let you go.
What have you said?
I gave them his name. Alan Kent.
No. I'm from social services, Mrs. Higgins. Whatever happens, your children can't be left to cope on their own any longer. We'll make sure they're safe.
Tell them.
Oh, daren't. What if they don't get him? He's evil.
Hello, Tricia.
Come on, Debbie, we'll wait outside.
Please, Mum.
Tricia, Debbie has told us that she overheard Alan Kent threatening you about some money you owed him. Was he the one who told you to go to Rotterdam? Oh, well, maybe Debbie was just spinning us a tale, trying to get her mum off the hook.
No, Debbie's as good as gold.
Well, then.
He said he'd cut my kids if I didn't do the run for him, or if I ever gave his name. That's why I daren't never say anything.
Right. I want you to make a full statement to the Collection Investigation Unit.
Well, will he be kept off the street?
We're going to get Alan Kent, but I want him put inside for the whole way he's run his operation. Now, please help me do that.
Okay.
Good.
What happens to my kids? And my mum? What's our social worker going to do?
That's up to her, but Customs won't now be opposing bail, so you should be able to sort that one out for yourself.
And later, I'm still guilty, aren't I?
It's a serious offence, but you were acting under duress. It could be a suspended sentence.
Yeah, I could manage prison if I had to, but only if I knew my kids was safe. I've been going out my head this last month worrying about Debbie and Liz. Thanks.
The governor said to look for Kent down by the caff. All right. I'll go this way.
He's here, Gav.
You sure about that, are you?
Quite sure, Gav.
Everybody ready? Let's go. Alan Kent.
Who wants to know?
I was told I could find you here.
Joey Day. That tow rag didn't have the bottle or come himself.
Detective Inspector Johnson, Sunhill. I've reason to believe... Carver!
Get here! Come here. What is this? Get your hands off. Here. Stay.
Alan Kent, I'm arresting you for possession of dangerous drugs. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Get lost.
Mr. Firth from Her Majesty's Customs will be wanting to talk to you about further charges. Nice work, gentlemen. In the car, please.
Move it.
Debbie, we shan't be taking any action against you for what happened at Mrs. Taylor's house this morning, but I think that your mother ought to know, don't you? Shall I explain? Right then. While you've been held on remand, Mrs. Higgins, Debbie has been missing school in order to do a cleaning job. This morning, she was caught attempting to steal some toiletries and I think some tights from her employer. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, it may very well be that Debbie felt the weight of responsibility for her grandmother and her little sister, and so set about earning a little extra money at the expense of her own education. And it may be that she was desperately tempted to take the shampoo and so on to try and make her mother's life in prison a little more pleasant. But stealing is stealing.
I know.
Good. Well then, Mrs. Higgins, I'm sure you'll agree that Debbie's loyalty, initiative and concern for others would be put to much better use back at school.